What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Lyrics. So back again for another video, man. Today we got a video uploaded by The Cosmic Wonder. This is Spider-Man 4 and Nova official announcements coming at D23. D23 teaser poster breakdown. So apparently we got some Spider-Man 4 news and potentially some Nova news, which I think they did confirm a little while back ago that Nova project is in development, right? So yeah, this ought to be interesting. D23 is literally like a week away, not too far away. Literally the day after what is it Disney Plus Day, you know. So with that being said, hopefully Cosmic Wonder has a scoop and we can learn some early information about what we can potentially be finding out next week. With that being said, let's get it, man. Let's go. But before we get into it, y'all let me know down below in the comments, how's your day? Hopefully it was pretty good, but if it wasn't, hopefully this makes it just a little bit better. Let's go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder.
Welcome.
I'm your host, Warren Thompson, and it looks like D23 coming up in a week now actually looks like it might be a little bit more exciting than we already thought it was going to be, which may seem a little bit weird because it was already pretty exciting with the anticipation of what they could possibly announce from Marvel Studios at D23. However, to add to the hype even more, it looks like we could be getting a new Spider-Man movie announcement at D23. It also seemingly looks like we do have a confirmation for Nova. And to top it all off, we might get a Shang-Chi announcement. Not
I
only
heard
for
rumors about
possibly a
Shang-Chi
new movie, but possibly an announcement of him appearing in multiple other projects, which Simu Liu has.
I heard he's supposed to be pretty
important.
important.
A lot to discuss in this video. D23 is right around the corner, so let's get started. And of course, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest news. Now, this is
Disney
all coming from a poster that Disney has officially released for the upcoming D23 event. On this poster is a lot of stuff, and it's not just Marvel, it is everything Disney, and it's pretty much everything that they're going to talk about at D23. This is specifically for this year's D23. Now, we're not going to really go in depth on everything in this poster, but you can see many recognizable things. We see the Simpsons donut in the top right, Tinkerbell's at the top, to the right of her is Dumbo, Maleficent sits in the middle, we have one of the Avatar creatures on the left, Toy Story's Buzz Lightyear on the left, Boba Fett's ship, we have Winnie the Pooh, we have Angel, which is the female.
Just watched that Blood and Honey trailer.
We have an X-Wing on the right. Down below we have Mulan, we have Elsa, we see Aladdin's lamp. On the left we have Grogu / Baby Yoda. We also have a dragon, which I believe is from Enchanted. We have Indiana Jones on the bottom right, and a bunch of other characters, but let's talk about specifically, of course, the Marvel characters. But if you're a big Disney fan in general, this poster is really, really exciting. But specifically for the Marvel fans, we have something very interesting in here. And I'm going to start with it, and that is Spider-Man. In the bottom left, he's pretty big. There's a big emphasis on Spider-Man in this poster. To me, it seems like what this poster emphasizes the biggest is obviously Mickey in the front, but then Spider-Man on the bottom left, Indiana Jones on the bottom right, and Grogu in the middle left. And of course, Maleficent in the top. She's right in the center in the top. And of course, Captain America's shield on the top left. Now, like I mentioned,
I didn't even notice
that. Teaser of what they're going to be talking.
I did not even notice Cap shield on the top right. Okay, so we saw Spider-Man there and some Cap.
At D23, so it's very interesting that we see Spider-Man on here. The reason it's so interesting is because Spider-Man is Sony. Sony has the rights to Spider-Man, and yes, they do work with Marvel Studios to get our Tom Holland Spider-Man in the MCU. However, typically, they don't let Disney or Marvel Studios really announce big Spider-Man things. That typically comes from Sony. However, it looks like Sony might have gave them permission. Or this is simply comic Spider-Man, and they can get away with that since they do have the comic rights, so they could always say that this is simply comic Spider-Man, and that's why they put him on the poster. However, right now, Spider-Man No Way Home, the more fun stuff version, is back in theaters. For some people, that is. It'll hit theaters in a lot of different countries at a lot of different times, but for the majority of people, it is back in theaters now. And after Spider-Man No Way Home released in theaters, about a week or two after, Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, and Amy Pascal, an executive producer for Sony and Spider-Man, came out and said that they were already working on Spider-Man 4. They said this because they said they didn't want fans to have to worry about a Sony and Disney / Marvel Studios deal where we could possibly lose Spider-Man in the MCU like we had that big scare a few years ago. And that was almost a year ago. It was 9 months ago, so we could probably assume they've been working on something in the meantime since they stated 9 months ago they had already begun to work on Spider-Man 4. Now, we can assume that Spider-Man is going to be in Avengers Secret Wars, so it would make sense that we we would get another Spider-Man film before then, especially since right now nobody should know who Peter Parker is. People do know who Spider-Man is, but I'm assuming the Avengers are going to want to know who Spider-Man actually is, who's under the mask. And I think something needs to happen where people actually start remembering, at least people close to him, that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, or Spider-Man is Peter Parker. People like MJ, Ned, Doctor Strange, Wong, since he's the Sorcerer Supreme right now, and whoever the new Avengers are going to be. I think this needs to happen before we go into Secret Wars. I'm also not sure if the other Spider-Men, the other Peters, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, I'm not sure if they actually will remember Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It's kind of messy because they are Peter Parker themselves, so I'm not sure if the spell to make everybody forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man works on Peter Parker, even if it is a different universe Peter Parker. But regardless, if they don't remember him, they're going to have to before Secret Wars, because I am hoping, and the rumor has it, that they're both going to show up for the film, and it just makes sense. It's a movie that's going to have a bunch of different variants. And I find it really interesting that they put Spider-Man on this poster that is a teaser for what is to come at D23, especially since we know that a Spider-Man movie is in the works right now. So I can think of two things that could possibly happen with Spider-Man at D23. One is that this is indeed about a new Spider-Man film in the MCU. Sony might have,
or it could be that that new No Way, the new Spider-Man
working close with
series
Sony for their other Spider-Man movies that do not take place
freshman
in the
year
MCU. So it does seem like they're getting along pretty great right now. So perhaps Sony said, sure, go ahead, announce something at D23. It's a huge event. It's a great opportunity. It works for both Disney and Sony. That's one of the possibilities, and of course I hope it's what actually happens. But the other possibility is that this could actually be about the animated show, Spider-Man freshman year. Because if you notice, if you take a look at the Spider-Man, it's actually not Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It looks like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. But Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man also looks the most comic accurate, so this could simply be a comic/animated Spider-Man, and this could be a tease for the animated series. They told us a lot about the animated series at SDCC, so perhaps they're kind of done talking about that in the meantime, and hopefully this is indeed about a movie, but we'll have to wait and see, and luckily we only have about a week left to wait. Now, another thing to notice in this poster, in the top right, is a Nova Corps ship, the Star Blaster. And this is also very interesting because Nova has been confirmed by some outlets to be coming to the MCU with his own project. So the fact that we're seeing a Nova Corps ship here is kind of interesting because the last that we heard, the entire Nova Corps and Xandar was completely decimated by Thanos. However, that actually sets up Nova, because if everybody in the Nova Corps is destroyed, the Nova Force should all go to the last surviving people, and if that's only one person, Richard Rider, that's how we could get our Nova. So perhaps we're going to get that official announcement at D23. After all, since the project has been confirmed by Deadline.com, also Deadline confirmed that Marvel Studios is going to be using the Moon Knight writers for Nova. With these big confirmations, it would make sense that Nova is coming very soon. So I'm guessing that one of those empty slots in Phase 6 is going to be a Nova project. And this Nova Corps Star Blaster could be teasing us that we are going to get an announcement for Nova at D23.
I thought they would show a star that looked like that
about
to show Nova.
Rewind, the Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Disney. There is a Star Blaster ship there, but I'm hoping, and my fingers are crossed, that it's going to be for a Nova announcement. Especially if they truly are revealing the rest of Phase 6, I believe Nova is going to be in there.
Part of it.
Now, let's take a look at a symbol on the very bottom left, right above the Little Mermaid Ariel's tail. This is the Shang-Chi logo. So this means that they have intentions on talking about Shang-Chi at D23. Now, we know that a Shang-Chi sequel has been confirmed by Marvel Studios. We're getting a second Shang-Chi film, but also at the same time, Simu Liu has hinted several times that he could possibly be involved in other MCU projects. There's some people guessing that he could possibly show up in She-Hulk, but we also know that he is now going to be an Avenger. Wong has recruited him, and Wong is kind of showing up in everything right now, so there's a big possibility we could see Simu Liu not in just one other project, but multiple ones. I'm not really sure right now where Marvel Studios is at with the Shang-Chi sequel. We know director Dustin Daniel Cretton, who directed the first Shang-Chi movie, is going to be directing Avengers the King Dynasty, so that might mean that the next Shang-Chi movie is a bit away, unless they're going to go with a different director, which I hope they don't, because I truly loved Shang-Chi in the direction that Dustin Daniel Cretton took it. But expect some type of a Shang-Chi announcement. whether that's him showing up in another film or possibly the sequel announcement. And of course, I have to mention the Black Panther symbol on the bottom right. Now, we obviously know that Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever is the next Marvel movie coming out. We only have a couple of months to wait, so there's no surprise here that it's on there because we know they're going to talk about Wakanda Forever and possibly give us the second trailer for it. So, a lot of very exciting things to look forward to at Disney's D23. It starts September 9th, but the Marvel panel is September 10th. Just about a week away. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because we're going to be talking about it all weekend. Please don't forget to like the video and give me your thoughts about this poster in the comments down below. For live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
Thank you very much, Warren Thompson over at the Cosmic Wonder, for filling us in on these potential scoops, rumors, and potential announcements that may be coming at D23. I'm actually really excited to see what it is they've got to reveal for us, because San Diego Comic-Con is great. There's a lot to be revealed there. The 2 Avengers films, Fantastic Four, so on, etc. A lot of things to be revealed, but there are quite a few areas in which I'm like, but we didn't quite get to this yet. You know what I'm saying? So there's, hopefully, Marvel reveals some of that, the mutants mutants and a few other characters and projects and team ups, that have been talked about for a while, and it seems like they're kind of leading with and they're kind of going towards, but they haven't said anything yet. So let's hope for the best and we get maybe some footage or something. Who knows? That being said, I'm tripping over my words right now. With that being said, y'all let me know down below in the comments, man. What are your thoughts? If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at LeroySetso, saying YouTube channel. That being said, peace.